Hi, everybody. It's Jeff on the phone, and I'm in a hotel having my breakfast, right? I'm on vacation, and so I've been, thinking about all kinds of great things. Just walking around. I actually got my guitar with me, and I play in parks and stuff, kind of have fun and watch the smiles and stuff. And so I've been thinking about some of the things that for my, the books I'm writing and well, the video books I'm doing, right? That I can just kind of insert, some new chapters in with a different shirt, right? So I've been thinking about some of the things that would be doing it, but I got the first one I'm gonna do before I do the video ones for the books is I've been on vacation and one of my colleagues, yes, I'm gonna shout out to my colleague Christian Lieska. Okay, I'm gonna shout out to you, Christian. Um, Christian kind of plays classical guitar, and he knows I play a lot of stuff. And so we kind of joke about this from time to time, and kind of the song adaptations I do and stuff. And so I was driving on the auto road to outer route or autobahn or freeway, or what do you want to call this thing, whatever language we're speaking. Um, and I said I was, heading down to central France in Auvergne, the volcanic, and he said, "Oh, the volcano is done." He says, "Hey, but there are some guitar luthiers in there." And I said, "Oh, really? Send me the link, so I'll go visit them." So, so he sent me this link to a list of all of the guitar luthiers that are kind of in the area. In fact, I probably should visit some more right now while I'm in this area here, which is in the same nearby region. But the other day, so I was near Vichy and well, Vichy Tier, so kind of that whole area right over there, a little bit south, and actually quite a bit further south that day. But and so um, so I looked it up, and there happened to be one of the guitar luthiers was actually 20 kilometers away. So the next day, so I said, okay, I'm gonna go visit the person. I call them in the morning, make an appointment in the afternoon. And as I get there, it's a music shop. It's a regular music shop, but they also have a little glass door kind of testing room, a glass sliding door testing room with their guitars. They have a bunch of other guitars. They have Eastman guitars and other stuff too. Darn, I don't even have the name of the thing on me because I don't have my backpack on me. Well, I do. Maybe I do have my backpack. In fact, I probably do have it. Do I have it? So I'll see if I got it over here in my backpack. So I'm gonna keep talking here as I go here. This is kind of fun, right? So so um so basically we're sitting there, kind of going through and talking about, I decided to kind of test all the different um, I don't have it here. Darn, I don't have it here. No, I don't have it here on me. Okay, we'll have to. Well, okay, I know what the name of it is. I'll tell you. So it's called Bertrand Music with a D. It's Pierre Bertrand is the luthier. Um, and Bertrand Music, and it's based in Issoire, Issoire. Okay, which is kind of south of all the Auvergne area in France. Okay, just kind of it's in the Auvergne area basically. It's a little bit south. I mean, the borders of these things. Yeah, it might be in the Pays d'Oc. It kind of depends on how you, but on the border, right? Of these regions. So so he has a couple of small body guitars, okay? Small body guitars. And he had a size 1 and a size 2 guitar. Now I've had a size 5, 515. I've had a 515 Martin, right? Which is smaller. And it's really important to know that it all starts with well, I'm going to call this the zero, but this kind of gets between when is the zero and when is an O. Okay, I don't want to get in this big bit. So you have the zero, and then you have the one, the two, and it gets down to five, right? And I've had a five, um, um, and then you get the double O, got double aught, and then the triple aught, all right? Because I want to, people are going to say you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do. But sometimes it's not a lot of people to double O and double O, double triple O. I mean, they say that too. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? And then you have the OM, which is the orchestra model, right, for the Martin. So he had a one and a two, which are the smaller sizes. It goes down. And the 2 is Sting, right? It's Sting that plays the 2 size, okay? So I came and I saw this. That's Sting. And I play Englishman in New York, okay? I play that. So I loved playing that song with a bigger guitar. I just love it. I've got it one of my videos on the playlist and one of the things I do in the restaurants and stuff. And that song is kind of like really cool. So you have to, the finger picking is kind of really cool, right? So he installed me in the room. His colleague installed me in the room and stuff, and we're sitting there. So I kind of tested out, and so I test out the 1 and 2, and I want to give my thing on what I think about the 1 and the 2, right? So I start with the 2, which is the smaller body, right? Um, it's still the full size full body. It's kind of it's just it's really tight. It's really small and tight. It's the parlor guitar. It's the parlor guitar, right? The all one we all talk about, right? But we're always looking for. We can't find it, right? And nobody makes them. Well, he makes them, and so I played the 2 first. So the first one I played, and I played Africa on it because I've been playing a lot of Africa, and I got the Africa stuff down with my fingers. I can play it, strum, but I can really play it off just picking too. Well, yeah, I played finger picking purely because I didn't have a pick guard, so I didn't want to touch anything. Make sure no buttons, no nothing, your stuff you're wearing and stuff. And no buckles, no nothing. Um, I just played the size 2, and then I came to the size 1, which is a little bit bigger. And then I went back to the size 2, and I came back to the size 1, and I went back to the size 2. So I go going back and forth to kind of feel the difference of these different songs, which I was putting only finger picking, just purely finger picking, no strumming, no nothing. Well, one little strum here from there, but no pick, no pick. I don't even think did I wear I wore a thumb pick. I think I did wear the thumb pick because I do like to play with a thumb pick, but I wasn't trying to play the thumb pick with all the strings. So just the thumb was doing the thumb, just the bass chords, the bass notes, and stuff on the top strings, and the fingers are doing 3 fingers doing all the rest. Um, and and then he and I talked about Pierre Bertrand and I talked about it afterwards when came out of the shop. He was working doing the part in the varnish or the gloss and the guitars and stuff. So we get to talk and told him who I was and stuff. And I'm kind of a crazy addict to guitars, right, and stuff. But we were talking, and I was telling Mike what I thought about the guitar from the sound of it. He said this is exactly what it's for. So the thing about the 2 size guitars, it's a really focused sound. It's extremely focused sound, and it's really made for finger picking, right? If you want to do any strumming for it, you're going for the wrong thing. Just don't even think about it, because you'll say, "Gee, I'm spending too much money for something and it's just not made for it." Finger picking, finger picking, finger picking. Um, and it's really focused, right? It's the note. You can hear each note. You can really hear each note. Each note sticks out. But finger picking, I can't say anything more. That's what it is. I'll say that 10 times. The thing with the 1 size, which is a little bit larger, because the numbers go down, right? As it gets smaller. I could feel it was sending out a little more sound, and it was a little more fuzzy. It was a little more. It wasn't so. The clarity wasn't as so much as on the other one, and the smaller one, which is sending out the notes, and it's made this way, right? The small bodies are made to really give a tunnel channeled sound, right? With the coming out of the body, it's just really all focused. This is why we always say the small body guitars are made. I've got some of these the tailored. I got a couple. I had a triple O, triple O or triple zero, 15M, and I've had the 515, and I've had I've had several of the Taylor 12s, the grand concerts, and it's the same thing. They're just they're always focused more than the bigger guitars, right? Just more focused sound for finger picking. It's great for it, but this is like really more focused. It was such a wonderful experience. So so he's got a size 1 and size 2. He had them in the shop. He's only got like 100 models. He's only done 100 guitars, so 100 different guitars. So just under 100. Um, And so he goes to a lot of the French, salon, kind of guitar fairs and stuff. And so I don't go to those because they're kind of, well, maybe I'll start going to those, right? But um, and so we talked, we just talked about kind of stuff, and then we talked about Taylor, and he said that the Taylor is just too perfect. He just says it's too perfect. And I should have had my 614. I actually played my 614 first edition, right? I had it with me, and he says these things are just too perfect. He says he likes to have it where they are. They're just not much, and that's we're not going to talk about Taylor. Wow, it's all about guitar. It's all guitar geeks talking, right? So, um, and just we were sharing back and forth, and I bought a bunch of guitar picks. I had all these guitar picks I hadn't seen yet, or I hadn't have yet. So I bought them, and I was asking him. And I said, "Well, I already got this one. I got this one. I got here's my whole pack. I have my guitar." My guitar pick kit, all right, and I had the whole thing right there, and I have this little round thing, it's just full of picks, and I said, I already got that one. I already got that one. He said, what's this? And we were sitting there talking about it, total guitar geek stuff, right? So I bought about 5 or 6, pretty nice picks there, and I started playing those when I played in the out in Lyon here. I'm in Lyon. I played in the Place Bellecour out there in the park, and wow, yeah, these guitar picks are so cool. The acetate one is just. I actually really like the acetate in the horn. It's called the chord. Well, the chord. I really like those two picks. They're kind of transparent, kind of ticks, and they really sound good. I had bought a couple wood ones too. Bought some other kind of other rosewood ones and stuff, but I just really like that the acetate one and the corn and it was called the corn, but I think we call it horn in English. I can't remember what it is in English, but it should be corn, horn, because it's the corn of the like a I can't remember which animal, right? But so so that was experience of going and playing a few guitars at the Pierre Bertrand music. And I want to give just a big shout out to him, to his team, to what he's doing. We talked about how difficult it is, and how music and stuff, and how musicians are, and just the industry and stuff, and I was glad to spend a few 8 minutes with him, just of his time while he's in between waiting for the gloss to kind of settle, to kind of just guitar geek out, right? That's what it's all about. And so I just want to give him a shout out here, and then this is actually let Christian Lieske know that I actually did that. I actually went to the shop, down to a shop, and found a place out of this. I followed up on this. I followed up on it. But I'm not done because I'm still in Lyon. I'm still on vacation. And I'm going to visit a bunch of museums and stuff. You know what? I'm going to look up and see if they got it on that same list. I'm see if there's anybody in Lyon, right? Because if they're in Lyon, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go and check them out, right? Because I got a guitar, us guitar addicts. We all got to test the guitars, even if we don't buy them. Because what you do is you end up buying accessories, right? We're in the shop. So you end up still supporting the shop. And guitar accessories have better margin. They have better margin on the stuff. At least if I get too many guitars, right? So I don't need another one. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Not at all. It's tempting, right? But I've learned to kind of be careful being tempted too much. Too much, right? But so that's the kind of the story for the whole guitar visit and all that stuff. And I just want to, So everybody, I hope you've had a great day, and I'm gonna get to eating my breakfast. It's not hot, so I'd have to worry because it's all well. Maybe the hot chocolate I have to do with that one too, but the rest of it's cold. Cold. It doesn't have to be warm, right? I didn't get the eggs because I got a lunch with another of my former professors from Lyon too. I'm gonna have lunch with him. I'll do another video about that experience because I'm meeting up with him 30 years later. I called him last night because I finally got his phone number. Well, that's another video, right? Because you want to mix up these videos. So, you have a great day, everybody, and bon appetit.